Hey guys, it's Dan, your host of Dan's Reviews, and today I am back with another Walking Dead Season 4 review. This is going to be for the Walking Dead Season 4, Episode 10. This one is called Inmates. So, after following up after the after episode, this one is going to be my review for Episode 10. So we're at 10 episodes in to the Walking Dead Season 4. Really, really loving this season because Season 4 is one of my favorite seasons of the Walking Dead. So, before I get into it, I just want to say quickly that this review, I guess, will contain spoilers if you're not caught up to Season 4, Episode 10. But, I mean, if you're not caught up, you probably don't want to be caught up. So, anyway, getting into this episode, I really thought that after episode, how do I feel about this episode compared to after? You know, it was pretty good. It was pretty good. We got some reveals. We got some different stuff going on. This episode was, it was good. It was really good. I had a couple issues with it, though, and I am going to talk about that as well, because this is definitely not a perfect episode at the same time. So, we have 4 different groups. We have, starting off, Beth and Daryl. We have, which I actually forgot, but yeah, they are included in this episode. And then we also, I actually didn't remember until I watched it. And then there is Tyreese's group with Lizzie and Mika, and Judith, which is a huge reveal. And then there's Maggie, Sasha, and Bob, so that's the third group. And then there's Glenn and Tara at the end. And then Abraham and Eugene and Rosita showing up at the end as well. That's not really, that's in the same storyline of Glenn's group, if you know what I mean. So we got 4 groups in this episode. I really enjoyed it. However, this is a really great episode, but I do have a couple problems. When I was watching this episode, I noticed that we only got really like 10 minutes of each group. That's the thing. We only got like 10 minutes of Beth and Daryl. We only got 10 minutes of, and then, the other groups. That is the thing, and the progression is not fast. However, I do like this better than if you got a bottle episode like Still, which wasn't a good episode, I would rather that. So, really, I think this episode still was good. It suffered, though, in a couple different parts. So, we start off with Daryl and Beth, and you have Beth saying that she thought the prison would be safe, and, now it's not, and they're on the road again. And you have Daryl killing walkers. Beth is killing a couple walkers, rarely. She's crying over some dead bodies. Now, I liked the connection here, where the dead bodies that were on the train tracks, they were actually killed by some walkers, and you remember Tyreese was trying to help these people. I like how this connects, that it's probably only like 10 minutes later, they're close to each other. Daryl and Beth are very close to Carol and, the others. So that's pretty cool. It's just kind of crazy how they didn't cross paths. So, that's pretty cool. You have Beth crying about it and whatever, so more Beth weepy cries. So, then we got a couple other scenes right here where, they're I would say they're bored, they're in the woods, they have a fire, and, they're talking about how they thought they could live there for the rest of their lives, and, just Beth rambling on a microphone, for about 10 minutes, while they're surviving. That's basically it. The only connection is really, that's the same group that's dead on the train tracks that Tyreese, so that's a cool connection. But aside from that, it wasn't too much. So I just didn't like the first 10 minutes. I thought they were kind of like, aside from the connection, which I did like, it didn't really do much. It really did. It just showed, okay, they're alive, but they didn't need to drag it out, they didn't, but, because we already got a lot of them, and enough of them in Still, so, and, however, the stuff with them in Alone, that stuff was good, but, anyway, so that's the stuff with them. We got Tyreese, and he turns around all of a sudden, and he has baby Judith, so, we get the confirmation that baby Judith is alive and well, so, that is great. I was really happy to see about that, because, we were wondering for a while there, is she alive? Rick and Carl, they kind of think, okay, yeah, they probably, she probably is dead. And, while they really 100% think that she was dead, because the blood and all that stuff. So that's pretty cool. You got the girls, and they're getting berries and all this stuff. And, it's just, I like this, because they're kind of, they're surviving and got all this stuff. But then you have the stuff that I thought was really cool, where, and really dark, too, when there's walkers coming, and Lizzie literally covers Judith's mouth, could stop, she could have killed her, so that was brutal, man, that was brutal of her. So then we got all that stuff. That was pretty cool. And then we got, I'm kind of trying to dance around this because, there's just a lot of scenes where they're just kind of walking around. So, yeah. So, walking around, her covering up the mouth, which, yeah, that was crazy. Baby Judith, right? Seeing a little bit of more of a dark side of Lizzie, I thought was pretty cool. You got Mika and them. So Tyreese goes to help people on the train track, and he gives Mika a gun and says, "You fire," because don't give it to Lizzie, she won't fire at all, So she'll be like, "Oh, come here." So to the walkers, right? So give Mika the gun, but then Mika, she can't even fire the stupid gun. So then it cuts between Tyreese killing the walkers on the train tracks, trying to help people, and it doesn't work. They all die. Until Carol, all of a sudden, which another awesome reveal, awesome return, Carol saved the girls. So that was really cool. She comes up, and Tyreese is like, "Oh, I'm so happy to see you," not knowing that she killed Karen and David. But really awesome return. Carol has been not in the group for a while, so that was great to see. And then you got the guy who says, "There's a place, please go there, you take the children there, whatever. Just trust me." Now you guarantee, this guy wasn't from Terminus, because why would he say that to a baby, So, why would he say, "Oh, bring a baby there to get killed," by a guy with a baseball bat and a guy with a knife? So it's like, no, don't, definitely don't. So, that's definitely something right there. But he definitely wasn't lying, that's for sure. He was trying to get there himself, and he just didn't make it. So, we got all that stuff going on, and then we got I think this part really is interesting, because this is the first we're hearing about it, where Lizzie sees this sign, Lizzie and Mika, and it says, "Those who arrive survive." That was pretty cool. Terminus. So, those who arrive survive. Terminus. So, anyway, that's really cool. So then we got Maggie looking for Glenn. Sasha and Bob, they find the bus, which I thought was cool. They're clearing it out. Tons of faces they recognize, but no Glenn. So she's happy about it, but again, she's sad about it. So then we get the last group in this episode. So then we get Glenn, who wakes up. He's actually on the prison catwalk or whatever it is there. He sees all the walkers. He goes into his cell. It's all smoky and everything. It's really cool. He gets all his stuff, even a picture of Maggie too. He's really sad because he thinks that she's probably dead. And we get all that stuff going on. And then he goes out with the riot gear and he goes through. I love the point of view shot where you see it's, from the shield, like Glenn's point of view. And you got all the walkers and they're like there and they're trying to get, that was super cool. He's trying to push through. And then he's got Tara that's, she's in there in the cage. He saves her. She doesn't want to come. She comes anyway eventually. They set a car on fire to distract the walkers. They get out of there. And then they get out of the prison alive. So then they kind of catch up. He kind of starts to get to know Tara. She was with the governor's group. He knew, and then she talks about how, the governor just killed that old man. He's like, was his name Herschel? So he gets the reveal that Herschel's dead. So he was obviously inside when that stuff was going on with the governor. So really crazy stuff. And then you got Glenn, who passes out with the walkers while they're trying to kill some walkers, just probably from the illness, because he's still suffering from the illness that was happening earlier on from season 4. So that was some crazy stuff. And then we end the episode with an awesome triple character from the comics introduction. We get Abraham, Eugene, and Rosita. Awesome stuff. I was so excited to see them. They're even posing like the comic book. There was issue 53 or so. I think that's what it was. Issue 53, I believe. There was a comic book cover for a single issue, and it was them guys posing like that. So that's pretty cool. I even have my Abraham figure on my shelf right there. This one right here. He's posing just like that. So I like that. That's really cool. So that's his first appearance outfit as well. So really killer episode. Great ending. And the next episode is fantastic, which is called Claimed. So Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will catch you guys for the next video, and I'll see you guys then. Peace.